It's Friday, and currently I'm in my car cruising around my old neighborhood where I first moved to when I got to California from Philadelphia. Just sort of reminiscing about the times that I had when I was living here. I'm not feeling very good today, so I decided I was going to call in sick, which I did, and try to get to the doctor. But the doctor was full up, and the on-call doctor was also full up, so those options are not available to me. And I feel ill. Been busy last couple days, so I'm just sort of trying to get my stomach to calm down, but I felt I was going to continue to get ill if I sat inside my house. I tried to sleep, but I can't sleep, and my computer chair is not very comfortable, and I'm not very comfortable on the couch, so I don't like that I'm alone all the time. Normally, I prefer it, but now that I'm going on 7-8 years of being single, it's funny, you know. I never thought that the solitude would wear on me, and on most days it doesn't, but it's on days like this that it really starts getting to me. So, I guess right now you're the only friend I have that I can talk to, because everybody else I know is either busy or at work. The sad part is, even if I did have somebody that I could talk to, somebody that was here, I wouldn't say much. So, sorry. My head just hurts too. Just remembering all the stuff that I did when I was living in this neighborhood. What my life was like back then. Less complicated in some ways and more complicated in others. I was barely getting by, living off of ramen noodles. Living in an apartment with somebody. That somebody changed periodically, but I was living in an apartment. And eventually I had to move out of that apartment. I can't remember why. I don't think it was because of finances. I think it was just circumstantial. I ended up moving into a house with my mom because she needed a roommate. And I lived there for a while. And I went through several jobs while I was there. Worked as a game tester. Worked as a tech support guy for an internet company. Worked as a FedEx courier. That's 2 different houses, by the way. I moved with my mom from one house to another. Then I was unemployed for a while. And my mother had suggested that I go to school. That she would pay my rent while I went to school. So I went to Heald. get a degree. And instead of getting that degree in computer security, it's not network security, software, internet security, I got talked into taking electronics. And that lasted me about 7 months. And I quit that. Because it just wasn't working. Also because of the fact that my mom was no longer able to pay my rent. She had to take a pay cut because she moved from one job to another, so it was no longer an option for her to pay my rent. So I had to go and find another job, which I did. Ended up moving in with a girlfriend. Lived with her for about 1.5 to 2 years. And that relationship fell apart. And then I moved in with another girlfriend right after that one, which is not common or normal for me, considering that my dating patterns are usually several years apart. So I moved in with her, lived at one place for a couple months, then became sort of disconnected from that and had to find another place. And that didn't work out too well. My relationship with her ended. I was working for the union at the time, doing sound and communications work. But that was a lot of political bullshit, social politics as well as corporate politics. So after that job went south, I then was unemployed. My relationship with that lady fell apart. Moved out to San Jose and was living in a room. And because of one of the roommates, I was able to get a job. And that was the job I was doing internal IT help desk for. And I had that job for about 18 months. And then that job fell through. I became laid off. And was looking for work. Found a job working for Patriot Memory. I worked there for about a year and some odd months. And then I moved out to Colorado and lived on unemployment there for a year. Then I came back from Colorado to California. I was still on unemployment. And then finally, I got the job that I got with the Sugar Sync, and I've been there ever since. So now here I am, almost 2 years to the day from when I got this job. And I'm miserable. And I'm lonely. I just want to break.